Radhe Radhe everyone. Today we are going to watch a video about Sri Krishna Leelas from Premras Madhura book written by Jagadguru Sri Kripalaji Maharaj and it's translated by Dr. Bhageshwari Devi ji from Radha Madhav Society, United Kingdom. My humble pranams to my Divine Master's Divine Lotus Feet for giving the world the precious treasure of divine knowledge about Sri Krishna Leelas, and not only the divine pastimes of Sri Krishna, but my Divine Master, due to his compassionate, merciful nature, has given this world the precious treasure of beautiful forms of Sri Radha Krishna Sitaram to this world for all of us to meditate upon. Along with me, you all can bow down to my Divine Master's Divine Lotus feet and offer a garland of flowers, and let's all pray together to follow his instructions, to follow his teachings, and to practice in our daily life, and to get rid of these material sufferings forever. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Nanda Kumara Sri Krishna Leelas. Nanda Kumara is dancing in the house of Nanda. He is doing the Tandava dance like Lord Shankara in Mother Yashoda's courtyard. His body is covered with dust and he resembles Shankaraji, whose body is smeared with ashes. The garland of large-sized lotuses around his neck resembles the garland of skulls worn by Lord Shankara. However, Shyam Sundara has the blue color of the peacock feather on his head, whereas Shankara has the blue. Shankara's throat is blue because of the Kalakuta poison that he swallowed, whereas the crescent moon is on Shankaraji's forehead. Shyam Sundara wears a crescent-like tiger claw on his neck. The reason for this switch is that poison is not dear to Shyam Sundara, so he has put it in his peacock feather as the blue mark, whereas the moon is dear to him as he belongs to Luna dynasty, and so he has honored it by placing it around his neck. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, seeing this naked form of little Shyam Sundara and mistaking it to be Shankaraji, Kamadeva is feeling great fear since he was once reduced to ashes by Shankaraji's angry glance. Beautiful Shyam Sundara's body is completely smeared with dust. He is lifting fistfuls of dust and putting it on his head. The reason for Shyam Sundara eating the dust of Braja or putting it on his head with great joy is that it is the food dust of his greatest devotees. Defying the beauty of countless Kamadevadas, Sometimes he squeals with joy in an enchanting manner, displaying his milk teeth. Sometimes he says something in lisping voice and sometimes sings something to himself. Sometimes he calls his brother Balarama Dauji, elder brother. Seeing his condition, Mother Yashoda was irritated and held him with both hands and said, "You must have been a pig in a previous birth." Hearing this, Balarama laughed because he was well aware of Shyam Sundara's previous descension as a divine boy, Sukara Avatara. The Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, seeing this beautiful form of Lala, the gopis of Braja were all willing to sacrifice themselves on this enchanting sight. Little Lala has played a game with a little Lali and lost. The moment he was defeated, Gopala got up and ran, but Lali caught hold of his hand and said, "Where are you going? Give me the wager immediately." When after trying his best he could not free himself, he started crying. Lali said, "You can go now, but do not come back to play here tomorrow." Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, little Gopala was even more annoyed at this and went and complained to his mother about Lali. "Today I got beaten by a girl." Mother Yashoda is saying angrily, "Who has been fighting with my little boy? I sacrifice my all on the lotus face of my innocent child." Shyam Sundara said, "Come, Maya, if you do not believe me, come with me quickly, or else the girl who has beaten me will run away. Look, mother, there she is. That fair-faced girl standing there looking so innocent is the one." Mother Yashoda, scolding Kishorji, said, "Young lady, whose daughter are you? And why did you grab my little Kanha's arm? He has been sobbing and you are standing there smiling as if nothing has happened." Kishorji protested, "Mother, you are not being fair by siding with your son without hearing my side of the story." Meanwhile, Radhe was thinking, "Say, Sri Kripalaji Maharaj, when will I get a chance to get even with you for this?" Kanha is sulking and Mother Yashoda is trying to appease him. He is putting on an act of crying and is rolling on the ground, thumping his little feet on the floor. Then he gets up looking annoyed, his little body smeared with dust, and goes a short distance away. Mother Yashoda, overwhelmed with love, goes and takes hold of his little hands in her own and asks, "What do you want? Why are you making all this fuss?" Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, seeing that he has his mother's full attention, little Kanha says with a lisp, "Maya, fetch me a bride." Our little Kanha is supremely innocent. Talking with a lisp, little Kanha asks Maya, "What is the proof that you are my mother, Davo Balarama? And my other friends have sent me to ask you this." Mother Yashoda said, "Ask your father this question." Nanda Baba told his little son with a smile, "This is your mother and I am your father. That is the truth. Bring the boy who does not believe this to me, and I will make him understand by other methods with a beating, that is, with a beating." Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, "I sacrifice countless lives of mine on the innocence of Sri little Shyam Sundara." Baby Shyam Sundara is fighting with Mother Yashoda to be taken in her lap. He is grabbing her close with tears in his large eyes and stamping his little feet impatiently. He is looking at her pleadingly, but Maya has to go to attend to household duties. Therefore, she is trying to loosen his grip on her clothes. The gopis seeing this cry out alas, feeling great sympathy for little Kanha. The great sage Naradji is watching this little quarrel transfixed to the spot. Normally, the individual souls cry out to God to be taken in His arms, but here the opposite is happening. Naradji was utterly astonished and could only say, "Blessed is the love of Mother Yashoda and blessed is the village of Gokula, which is the site of such loving pastimes." Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, then Nanda Baba came to the rescue. Scolding his wife, he said, "Why are you behaving in this affected manner as though you are this very busy housewife? Pick up Lala, you can always attend to your work later." There is a competition between Nanda Baba and Mother Yashoda. Each one claims Mohana loves me more. To settle the matter, they went to Mohana. Both approached him with arms outstretched, full of parental affection. As a child normally would, Mohana ran and sat in his mother's lap promptly. Nanda Baba was mortified at this defeat and tears sprang to his eyes. Shyam Sundara, who is skilled in the ways of love, seeing the distress of his devotee manifested in Nanda Baba's heart by his power Yogamaya, he gave Nanda Baba the experience that he was sitting in his lap. On the other hand, he disappeared from Yashoda's lap, smiling all the while to crush her pride. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj whispered to Mother Yashoda, "Listen, Mother, no one should put too much faith in this charming deceiver. Baby Gopala is playing with little Lali." Before the game Natukata, the naughty Kanha made his first crook move. He said, "Whoever loses will have to pay the wager at once. If you lose, you will have to marry me, and if I lose, I will have to marry you." Innocent Banadulari agreed, not understanding Nandalala's deceptive strategy. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj muses in his mind, "Blessed are the wiles of the Lord of Maya." Today there is a contest between the two divine brothers. Both Shyam Sundara and Haladara Balarama are small and extremely innocent, and they are lisping as they argue with each other. Each says, "Nanda Baba is my father and not yours. Yashoda Maya is my mother and not yours." The joy that Nanda and Yashoda are experiencing from witnessing this scene secretly cannot be described in words. As the quarrel progressed, both came to Nanda and Yashoda for a decision. Both would run and sit in Nanda's Baba's laps simultaneously, and the next moment run and sit on Yashoda's lap together. When this went on for a while, Nanda Baba smiled sweetly and said, "We are the mother and father of the child who will dance and sing for us with his eyes closed." Both the child who will dance and sing for us with his eyes closed. Both promptly started doing just that, and Nanda and Yashoda went and hid themselves in order to avoid answering such an awkward question. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, "I sacrifice myself on this enchanting sight of Shyam Sundara and Balarama." Nanda Kumara is drinking milk directly from the udder of a divine Surabhi cow. The Surabhis are Kamadhenus, are cows that have descended from Golaka for Shyam Sundara's service and are capable of fulfilling all desires. Many of the cows are descendants of the Upanishadic verses. The milk of the cow is their love in liquid form, and that is what Shyam Sundara is relation. While a calf is suckling on one teat, the son of Yashoda is drinking milk from the other. It appears as if both are competing with each other. They are both drinking the milk with great speed and then looking at each other as competitors. The divine Surabhi's cow's eyes and udder are both overflowing with love for Nanda Kumara. The udder slips out of their mouths again and again, but both promptly put it back in their mouths. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says Nanda and Yashoda are watching this enchanting scene from a distance, their hearts overflowing with joy. The natural selflessness of Yashoda and Nanda as the topmost Vatsalya Bhava devotees makes them retreat to a secluded or distant place so as not to interfere in any intimate exchange of their beloved son with any of his devotees. Lala is demanding a big bride from his mother. He is still too small to manage his Vitamara, which falls off again and again. He still lisps when he talks and drools as little children do. He not satisfied with the milk that comes from the 9 lakh cows at home, needs to steal yogurt from the Braja gopis. The 9 lakh cows at home are devotees of Shanta and Dashya Bhava, whereas the yogurt of the Braj gopis is flavored with the higher sentiments of Vatsalya and Madhurya Bhava. He has become so naughty that he teases some, mocks others, and pesters some by pulling their hair. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, it seems that dreadful Kali Yuga has come prematurely in Dwapar Yuga, which is why a 5-year-old boy is behaving in such an extraordinary manner. Oh Kanha, oh life of my life, wake up now. Look, the sun has personally come to wake you. Get up and see, just listen. Dhanashuka, Manashuka, Sridama, and your other friends are calling out to you. The more his mother tries to wake him, the more Shyam Sundara attacks his yellow garment and tries to cover himself. Finally, his mother says, fine, don't get up. I will just give all the butter to your elder brother Balarama. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, hearing this, Shyam Sundara promptly got up, swaying with sleepiness, and Mother Yashoda kissed him with great love. Mother Yashoda says, oh Shyam Sundara, wake up, it is daybreak now. In spite of all Maya's efforts, he refuses to get up. She even lifts him up and makes him sit, but he just topples over and goes back to sleep. Then with his eyes still closed, he says in a lisping voice, where is it morning as yet? Maya says, just open your eyes and see for yourself. Then Balarama came and shaking him a little vigorously said, get up, Kanuva, what hasn't you? Sleep gone as yet. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, on hearing his brother's scolding, Kanaya got up with some difficulty and Yashoda took him lovingly in her lap. Mother Yashoda says to sleeping Shyam Sundara, Wake up, daybreak has come. Bending over her little child and swaying with motherly love, she is repeatedly kissing her little child's face. She says, Madhumangala and Sridhama and Madhumangala are 2 out of the 8 principal Sakas or cowherd friends who are Shyamsundar's eternal associates. 5 of the Sakas are his cousins, 2 Subala and Sridhama are Kishoriji's brother, and 1 Madhumangala is a Brahmana, the son of Shantipani Muni, Sri Krishna's teacher from Ujjain. Madhumangala and Sridhama have come to the door and are calling your name. The calves are refusing to drink their mother's milk but are waiting for you, murmuring In protest, Shyamsundara is pulling the Pitambara to cover himself. This scene is extraordinarily charming. Then Balarama whispers, Listen, Kanha, we are leaving right now to graze the cows. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, hearing the words of Balarama, Shyamsundara got up folded. Little innocent Shyamsundara makes a demand from his mother, Maya, make me fair. All my friends call me Karo Karo and laugh. Balarama is fair, whereas I am dark. Why have you shown this discrimination when giving birth to us? Mother Yashoda defends herself, saying, Listen, Kalala. Once color is given by God, Lala says, Where does this God live? Tell me, I'll go and beat him. Sri Kripalaji Maharaj says, Little Shyamsundara adds threateningly, Tell me immediately where he is, or I will never sit in your lap again. So beautiful pastimes of our little baby Krishna. If you want to read more and to enjoy, please buy Premras Madhura book from the JKP online shop. JKP Literature online shop. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels and listen to my Divine Master's divine teachings, lectures, countless lectures. And don't forget to download Kripalunidhi app and Sanatan Vedic Dharma as well. In one stop you can get all the kirtans, lectures and all the spiritual things. Please download the apps. And don't forget to browse the books, and don't forget to share with your friends and relatives. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.